Sophie always loved the mornings. The world felt different at dawn, quieter, softer, as if time itself took a breath before the day rushed in. Today she sat on the old wooden bench by the lake, watching the sun slowly creep over the horizon, painting the sky in hues of pink and gold. The bench was weathered, much like Sophie's heart. It had been their spot, hers and Jack's. They'd found the bench during a walk years ago when they were still just dating, full of dreams and laughter. "We'll grow old here," Jack had said, wrapping his arm around her. They had come back many times, through seasons and years, celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, and even the little victories, like when Sophie got her first promotion or Jack landed his dream job. It was their tradition, a sanctuary in the chaos of life. But today, Sophie sat there alone. Jack had been gone for a year now. A freak accident, one of those moments that changes everything in a heartbeat. She remembered the phone call vividly, the disbelief, the way her legs had given out from under her. How could life be so cruel? One moment they were planning their next vacation. The next she was choosing the clothes he'd be buried in. For months after, Sophie didn't know how to go on. She moved through life like a ghost, numb to the world around her. Friends tried to help, but nothing reached her. It was as if a part of her soul had been torn away, leaving a gaping void. But then one morning, she came back to the bench. At first, it felt wrong to be there without him. The empty space next to her felt unbearable. But as she sat and watched the sunrise, something unexpected happened. She felt him. Not in the literal sense, but in the memories. She could almost hear his laugh, feel the warmth of his hand in hers. It was like the sun that broke through the darkness, wasn't just in the sky, but inside her too. Now, a year later, Sophie had made it a ritual to come back to the bench every week. She brought a cup of coffee, Jack's favorite kind, and sat with the quiet morning. She talked to him sometimes, about her day, about how much she missed him, about the little things he used to do that she'd almost forgotten. And in those moments, the weight on her chest lifted, just a little. This morning, a soft breeze rustled the leaves, and Sophie closed her eyes, breathing in the cool air. For the first time in what felt like an eternity, she smiled, not because the pain had gone away, but because she knew Jack was still with her, in the quiet moments, in the laughter of their memories, and in the promise of the sunrise. As the sun fully rose, Sophie stood up, taking one last glance at the bench. Life had changed, yes, but she wasn't alone. Jack would always be part of her, just like the sunrise, eternal, unwavering, and full of hope. With a deep breath, Sophie walked away, feeling the warmth of the sun on her back. The day was waiting, and she was ready.